Hi, I'm AJ Freed, and I thought we were coming back to school this week.
And I'm Michelle Spiller, and I can tell you that AJ was wrong.
I'm Mike DeStorm Daniels, and I have your weekend weather forecast.
Good morning, Mepham. Today is day 20 of the coronavirus quarantine. Please rise and join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Although it was originally said that we will be out for 2 weeks, the timeline has extended. At the moment, the tentative date will return to physical classes is April 20th.
Since we are still out of school, though, teachers have been advised to assign work based on the new administrative schedule. This schedule is designed to ease stress for students and allow teachers to assign work.
While we work hard to keep our grades up, business workers are working hard to help those in need. Emily Yucht got in touch with Kimberly Towers, owner and dressmaker of Runway Couture in Bellmore, who alongside her team have been dedicating her time and efforts for making masks for those in need.
When Governor Cuomo said that any business that can produce something that is needed in this crisis, we heard that, and we heard there was a need for masks, and they were basically asking for hospital supplies, masks, Purell. So we looked at each other and we all said, well, we have a sewing team, we have dressmakers, we can actually produce masks.
Other businesses have even pitched in, some providing mask materials and others washing fabrics. Not only are they providing this service for the community, but they are also putting up signs of hope in their windows for people passing by.
I'm a mom of a kindergartner. He's 6 years old, and for all the children, they were all asked through the school, I think it was the school, to draw or paint or make a rainbow of their choice and hang it in the window of their homes. And then I just thought, I'm like, I have bigger windows than that.
BMB and BMCHSD appreciates all that Runway Couture is doing and supports all local businesses in Bellmore struggling during this tough time.
Yeah, Michelle, lots of people from the community are still working hard during these times. For this week's Around Campus, Fahrer was able to talk to the superintendent, Mr. DeTommaso, who described how this pandemic is affecting the Mepham community.
Hi, I'm Fahrer, and in this week's Around Campus, we have a very special guest, Superintendent of the Bellmore Merrick District, Mr. DeTommaso. Now I know that you have been in the district for a long time, even dating back to the events of 9/11. So is there any comparison that can be made between those events and what is happening now?
I was a assistant principal at Calhoun during 9/11, and I watched the community come together to support people, to support those families and those kids who lost loved ones. And we supported each other through a difficult, very difficult time as Americans, as New Yorkers, and certainly as those people who, made their homes and who work in the Bellmores and the Merricks. So I've watched this community galvanize and come together in very difficult times, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And although most of us may be confined to our homes, there are still people within the community trying to help others during this time.
I am blown away by the things that are happening every day in the Bellmore Merrick community, in the community itself, with organizations looking to help those in need. And in Bellmore Merrick, we have a community cupboard that is operating, really well during this time, serving 35 families and more.
We also know that while we are out of school, everybody in the district is still working as hard as they possibly can.
The Central High School District wants everyone to know that we are here for you every day. Administrators, teachers, custodians, paras, clerical, everyone that works in our buildings are working hard, even harder, to make sure that we deliver instruction in a remote way, but an effective way.
And Mr. DeTommaso, there is a lot of credit to go around for how the district has acted during these hard times.
Please know that I just want to thank everyone who's been working in Bellmore Merrick so hard, our administrators, teachers, custodians, clerical, paras, food service workers, our security guards. This operation is very difficult, but we have some of the most dedicated, kind, caring, professional people in the world, and they are doing a tremendous job right now working with everyone in Bellmore Merrick. So, I just want to give that shout out to, again, the entire staff in Bellmore Merrick. And I also want to compliment and thank all the parents and the students and the community members for working so hard to get through all of this together. And we will get through this together. There is no doubt about it.
And I'm sure that the students feel the same way. Thank you, Mr. DeTommaso. Hopefully, like you said, we will all be back soon. Now back to AJ and Michelle.
Thank you, Casey. And like Mr. DeTommaso mentioned, thank you to everyone in the district who's been helping and working to keep everything normal. And now for your BMB friendly reminder. Make sure to follow the guidelines set in place for the virus. Self-quarantining, social distancing, and washing your hands can go a long way.
This is correct, Michelle. Everyone must continue to do their part during this time.
Mr. DeTommaso also said in a recent email that all Bellmore Merrick fields will be closed immediately. The use of tracks is still permitted as long as social distancing guidelines are still adhered to by both runners and walkers alike.
There is another local group that is trying to help in the fight against COVID-19. Due to the shortage of masks, the Facebook group Stitch Together Long Island has taken things into their own hands. They're working together with people all over the community, gathering supplies to sew surgical masks for people in need. Co-creator of the group, MEPM alumni Peter Graber, spoke with Lorrie DellaCroce on the topic.
Coronavirus has overwhelmed the market, causing a shortage in hand sanitizer, toilet paper, but most importantly, masks. Facebook group Stitch Together Long Island has put together their own alternative to protective face gear. MEPM alumni of 1975, Peter Graber, has created a sufficient group to create protection from the coronavirus. The group started because of Miss Graber's sister, who coincidentally created a similar group on the West Coast 2 days before them. Then the Grabers heard about the need for masks in the area and put 2 and 2 together to create their own Facebook movement. The Grabers worked to gather people with sewing skills, sewing machines, or simply materials needed to create them. The volunteers have been gathering materials to make as many masks as possible. Our very own Miss Donnelly has also taken to the group.
There's a big debate right now playing out in the media about whether or not it's beneficial to wear handmade masks and who should wear them and where they should wear them. And I don't know the answer to that because it's very unclear. But from the research that I've read, wearing these masks could prevent anywhere from 50 to 71% of respiratory droplets from impacting the wearer's face.
Since March 21st, the group has grown to around 1,000 members and has created around 4,500 masks. These special masks are created from cotton material and elastics. They are not only breathable but washable. They have created a reusable mask that helps workers minimize the need for an abundance. These masks are then gathered together and distributed to places like hospitals, medical offices, and rehab centers.
Since I've started sewing, and I learned how to sew by watching a bunch of YouTube videos, I've managed to make 35 of these masks, all of which were donated to the Stitched Together Long Island group. Somebody came to pick them up, and they were distributed to people in need.
Graber says they try to get them to anyone who's an essential worker and who's out in public. He hopes to help everyone as long as he can until the pandemic comes to an end. Graber said until it ends, this is a feeling of helping the community rather than watching the crisis take its path. The couple has been giving it their all, working from around 7 a.m. to midnight every day. Mr. Graber has also been making around 4 trips, picking up and dropping off masks. Not only them, but their team has also been working hard on the project. As a whole, they've been contributed a ton to the island right now. Reporting for BMB, I'm Lorrie DellaCroce.
It's remarkable to see what people can do in times like these. The BMB YouTube page has also been pretty active recently.
The newest episode of Midweek Update features BMB Sports Director Rocco Law discussing the journey of MEPM alumni Tyler Davis, as well as a new installment of Mano on the Screen.
And AJ, you can't forget about the always entertaining Ask Mr. Stein's Son, as well as multiple PSAs and our daily COVID-19 updates.
Now, although quarantine is a thing, if you had the opportunity to get some fresh air, you would want to know what the weather is. Here is Mike Daniels with your weekend forecast.
Hey Mepham, I'm back. So you've seen me give the weather now from the BMB studio, my college dorm. Now it's my own room, because of, quarantine. Anyway, let's get to your weekend weather forecast. So for today, you can expect rain on and off with peaks of sun in the afternoon hours. It's going to be kind of a nasty day because you have a coastal storm off the coast throwing rain bands at us. Almost like a hurricane, but it's not classified as a hurricane, or it's not going to be as bad as conditions. You can expect a temperature in the upper 40s. For tonight, you can expect clear skies with a low temperature in the lower 40s. For your Saturday, you can expect it to be a beautiful day. Partly cloudy skies with a temperature in the mid to upper 50s. So if you got to get things done, do it Saturday, but keep your 6 feet apart, remember. If you have anything to do Saturday night, expect it to be clearing skies with temperatures in the mid 40s. A bit chilly, so grab a sweatshirt. For your Sunday, it's going to be the best day of the weekend by far. It's going to be in the upper 50s, may even touch 60 degrees with sunny skies. Absolutely beautiful day. For your Sunday night, expect temperatures in the upper 40s with clear skies. So not as chilly as Saturday night, so don't need a sweatshirt for that night. Anyway, everyone stay safe out there. Keep your 6 feet apart from people, and have a great weekend, man. Quarantine vacation, I guess, if you want to call it. Mike the Storm Daniels off. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mike. Welcome back.
We here at BMB care about our viewers, so in this time of trouble, we want to wish you safety and good health. We know we cannot be together, but we are still a Mepham family. These have been the BMB mini morning announcements for Friday, April 3rd.
Have a great day, Mepham.